On to you, Aries. So you Aries have the Chariot, the Ace of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Moon, Three of Swords, the Five of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. So for you Aries, that's my dog. So for you Aries, the Chariot is about the Chariot and the Ace of Swords, the Four of Cups. A lot of you Aries seem to be really thinking about not allowing yourselves to relive the past again, which is good. It's a good thing because it means that a lot of you Aries are alert of when people might play games with you. But don't really worry too much about the past, right? Just have it in the back of your mind that when people play games with you, you're just going to leave them alone. You know, don't really try to put that too much on the forefront. But at the same time, a lot of you Aries are very much so still able to go out there as you currently are, getting to know people, trying to see what's out there, trying to see if there's any kind of potential out here, right? As you are trying to date. And the Hanged Man and the Moon represents you haven't necessarily found any just yet. It just seems to be the vast majority, just seems to be a lot of people that would eventually turn out to be a complete waste of time. But the Moon represents, like I said, you've ghosted. Three of Swords, right? You stopped hanging out, or you've made a decision to stop hanging out so that a lot of you can actually start to recuperate or regenerate your own selves, because a lot of you are in a situation where you really don't want to cause more damage to other people, right? And that maybe taking a break is the better answer, not for a very long time, but for a few weeks, right? We're talking weeks, just so that, you know, you can kind of get a fresh new pair of eyes, right? You don't become saturated and bored with dating or trying to date so many people, only find out that they're a complete dud. So the thing about it is that the Five of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles is a reminder, right? It's some things for you to do as it is that you take a break. The Five of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles is about how while you're taking a break, you really want to pay attention to the goofiness that's out here and pay attention to the good relationships. Just whenever it is that you're in any kind of social outings, pay attention to the atmosphere. Pay attention to the people that's there. Pay attention to how people actually interact with each other, and pay attention to how they interact, but also do they seem like they're in a very good relationship, whether it's friends, whether it's family, whether it's romantic interests. Pay attention to it, right? And learn from it, and really get a feel for your own idea of what a good relationship would be for you, right? And pay attention to some of the things or the traits that you may see in other people that you can start taking for yourself and start using it. That would give you a chance at not only being more sociable, right, for yourself, right, and for other people as you get to know them, but also take it into yourself so that you can have a better idea of what a relationship would be, a good one would be for you, so you can have a better understanding, right? The Eight of Pentacles, so that as you really recharge your energy, as you really create the desire to want to go back out there and get to know people again, it's not you're going back at it, but you're being a completely different person. The worst type of scenario for you to be is for you to date and take a break and come back to it the same person. You really want to be better every time. That's what it is that you should ideally strive for. You really want to be better every time. By the time you take a break and you decide to come back, you're actually a better person now. So now you're more equipped to be in a relationship. The Page of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, however, also represents how a lot of you Aries, but as you are deciding or figuring out more specifically or getting more of a better idea what a good relationship would look like. Don't become so particular to the point where it's delusional, and don't become so broad to the point where it's delusional. You want to be able to make sure that it's a good amount of broadness, meaning things that you're willing to work on, and things that is a deal breaker that a person must have, you know. Then you have the Ace of Pentacles. Now, you Aries really want to make sure that the two of you are putting in enough effort into getting to know each other. It's not just about one person getting to know the other person, and it seems like the person who's receiving all the chasing is getting one big long interview, right? There's just this interview of questions. It's like the two of you really want to be able to make sure that the two of you are putting in an effort. So let's clarify the Chariot. The Ten of Swords, Four of Swords, Queen of Cups, Five of Swords. Right. Like I said before. And if anything seems weird to you, anything seems to stand out where it doesn't necessarily look right, as you're getting to know people, they're immediately coming on in with the dysfunction. You really want to start asking questions, because you not asking questions is a person's greatest weapon against you whenever it is that they're running game, because they expect you to assume the worst about the other person for you to actually do something to make them feel better. Now, don't get caught up with this. Really pay attention to how they are, and notice that if they have trauma at the beginning of you getting to know them, it's going to get worse.